Poll reveals who Democrats and Republicans want to run in 2028. Here's a poll showing the left and the right. Is this the one on the left?
Yes.
Okay, so we just showed that. Can you go to the one on the right? Look at the one on the right. If you got it, that'd be great to show it. Here's the one on the right. Look at that.
Boom.
Look at that. It's not even close. JD's 30. Ron is 5. Vivek 3. Haley 2. RFK is now considered a Republican.
Wow.
Tulsi 1. 51% undecided, right? Mm-hmm. So you go to JD. Okay? Trump goes the way he's going. By the way, you guys remember when I said pre-election, it's Trump 1, then everybody else? I said post-election, enemy of the state number 1 is going to be who? Musk, then JD, then Trump and everyone else. It's already happening. You know what stories are circulating right now? Let me tell you what stories are circulating right now. They're showing pictures of Trump standing in the back next to Musk while Musk is speaking, and Trump's looking like skeptical. Okay? Because what they're trying to do now is this, and I called it, that's the one right there, fifth one, Rob. That's not, there's one other one you'll see where he's looking at him with a frown.
I think you just showed it.
Yeah. So that's not the one. It's another one. So anyways, this is what they're going to be doing. What they're going to be doing right now is the following. You know what the perfect play is? Let me tell you what the perfect play is. Oh, and it could work. I hope it doesn't work, but it could work. What I love about what Musk said is, I don't want any credit. I don't want any awards. I don't want any money. I just want to make America great. I don't want nothing. It's a beautiful thing because sometimes they say the best CIA agents. When I interviewed this lady who was a CIA agent of 2020 or Jonah Mendes, I said, what makes for a great CIA agent? Do you remember her answer?
No.
She said, somebody that's a great salesperson, great negotiator, extremely charming, extremely charismatic, hardworking, phenomenal at everything they do. But when they meet somebody, they don't go and brag about who they met and post a picture all over social media and tag it. Oh, look who I am, right? They are willing. They saved the free world and they don't want the credit for it. That's the right CIA agent, right? Sometimes that makes for somebody that's a good right-hand guy, a good running mate, somebody that is not like looking for that credit. Elon Musk is showing that. I'm the richest man in the world and I want nothing from you, Trump. But they're going to do the following. And I'm telling you, it could work effectively if it gets under Trump's skin. And here's what it is. 40 laws of power, law number 1, Rob. Can you go to 40 laws of power, law number 1? Do you know what law number 1 is?
Never outshine
Don't
the
outshine.
master.
Never outshine the master. Law number 1, never outshine the master. For the next 4 years, nobody can outshine Trump. And I mean nobody. If anything happens and credit is given and they spin it, this is how they do it. You ready? Elon Musk is Trump's puppet master. Mm-hmm. That's what they're going to do. Ugh. That's coming soon. Guy connected me yesterday. He says, everything you said about Zuck, because he says, you and Trump are time travelers. You guys are like, you're predicting all this stuff. And it was a funny thing that he's saying. But I know they have to create that friction between those two. Mm-hmm. It's not even JD right now. They'll do JD in year 3, 4. Mm-hmm. But they have to do Musk right now. Year 1, year 2. First, they're going to have to find that play between the two, and they're going to have to write it all over the place. Cover of Time magazine. It's got to be a puppet master. What do you call it? A picture of Musk and Trump on the bottom holding him.
Oh, man.
Just to poke the bear.
Oh,
That's what they're going to do. And they're going to say, the president of the United States is really Elon Musk. It's not Trump.
Oh, wow.
Elon Musk is the president of the United States, and he's toying with Trump. And they're going to poke the bear. Poke the bear, poke the bear. And I just pray and hope it does nothing to Trump. I pray and hope when that comment is made, Musk attacks whoever wrote it because they're going to do it. It is coming. Whenever you go up against a divisive community who there's 2 types of people who win in life, Vinny. It's very weird. They compete in a very different way. The one type that wins is the guy that's willing to go to work, solve the problem, recruit the people, raise the money, be patiently aggressive. Eventually, boom, we win.
Yes.
And look at what we've built. But the opposition is the one that wins by preventing you from winning, spreading rumors, spreading disinformation, throwing you under the bus, propaganda, pinning you against your people, internally getting in a web and using phrases like, you see, you never get credit. Everyone's this. Without you, Trump would have never won. You're the reason why he won Pennsylvania. You're the reason why this. If you would have done that, do you realize that you're the person that may pull this off? Do you realize that you were the one that... That's how they play. And by the way, sometimes this is more effective short term. This is effective long term, but this is effective short term. Look what happened when he's like, yeah, they got me for 6 years. Russia collusion. Who else did they get? For 6 years. But guess what? It was effective enough to not win in 2020.
Yep.
It was effective enough when 51 CIA secret intelligence officers said there's nothing in that laptop. It worked. It's effective to say, hey, Dorsey, don't post that story up from New York Post. It worked. These guys are great at winning short term. But they ruin marriages. They ruin incredible alliances. They destroyed great relationships. They destroyed great empires. This movie that came out, Gladiator 2, Denzel plays the villain who goes and divides the two brothers, helps one brother kill the other brother. That's the story. Short term, he wins. Long term, listen, it's fine long term, but this is only a 4-year, term. And in 4 years, you're going to... I'm convinced this image I just told you is coming very soon.
Wow.
I'm convinced. They're going to play this card very soon.
I already see it.
And so the fact that it's out there, I hope people are talking about this, where they're going to play this card. And I just hope Trump's folks are preparing for this. They're going to do it. They're going to do it. And then if it's across the board with everybody, Time, CNN, MSNBC, Politico, Vanity Fair, every one of them is playing to this card. 40 laws of power, law number 1. Never outshine the master. And I'm convinced the person that's going to prevent this from happening is Musk. Because Musk doesn't care to get the credit. Musk is a true believer. Mm-hmm. Musk, I believe, is doing it because he really believes in something. Or else, how much more money do you need?
Yeah.
If it was anybody else, I think it could work. I don't think it could work just because I think it's Musk. Just because I think Musk is a natural organic flag carrier. Do you understand what I'm saying with this whole messaging? So for me, that's why I said an outsider in the Democratic Party could come in, but that person needs to come in and say, hey, Obama, let's face it, you've lost credibility. We're still going to need you, but this is not working, the stuff we're pitching. And someone that everybody in that room respects and fears, that has money and clout. Who that is, I don't know. I don't know who that is, but it's got to be somebody that's respected, fear with clout to do it, or else the other side's going to be sweeping for potentially 12 years. 12 years. JD 2 terms, Trump 1 term. We could be looking at till 2038 a Republican White House in America.
Yeah. So I give you some validity to that?
Yeah, of course.
So this whole conversation started off with Vinny's question of what's going to happen to the Democratic Party? How are they going to rebuild this? I've been thinking about this. I've been sort of sitting on this. It's not going to just be a little bit of change. It's not a good amount of change. It's going to take a radical amount of change. It makes me think of the story of a PBD in 2003, 2004, where you said, I think it was when your dad had a heart attack. By the way, love you, Papa. Happy Thanksgiving.
I gave
you said, I'm done. Don't call me to go to the club anymore. I'm not drinking. I'm reading. I'm not listening to the radio anymore. I'm not going on dates. You went 18 months without sex. Unbelievable.
17 months.
Okay, sorry about that. I try to give you a little extra credit right there. But you had to make...
I remember.
PBD, you okay? You offended? We're good?
And I just feel bad.
Radical.
Go ahead.
I feel bad for the girl who got the 18 months.
Yeah, she's still in the hospital.
Yeah. But it took a radical amount of change. Think about this. The last time the Democrats were in this position, you ready? Yeah. You talked about 12 years. Think about what happened in 1980. Reagan shows up. It's Pat's favorite president ever, Jimmy Carter.
Sweetheart.
12 years Democrats controlled the country. 2 terms of Reagan. He comes in 1980. 1984, he blows out Walter Mondale. I think it was 49-1. The only state they won was Tim Walz's favorite state, Minnesota, Walter Mondale. Electoral College landslide, 525-13 blowout. 12 years of Republicans. And then Bill Clinton shows up. And if not for Ross Perot showing up, talking about the flat tax, then George W. Bush, H.W. Bush, he might have won that presidency.
Yeah.
Who's the one person that George Bush Sr. will not talk about? He won't talk about Ross Perot. Bill Clinton shows up, boom, balances the budget. But the Democratic Party is going to have a radical transformation. They're going to have to take a long look in the mirror. How do you lose the unions, bro? How do you lose the Teamsters? These guys are in bed with the Democrats forever. The Teamsters, the UAW, the unions, who did they endorse this year? Nobody. They said, no, we're not playing this game this year. Common sense, and being reasonable, right? So enough with the racist, and not everything is misogynist, the DEI, the woke stuff. Brian Williams, you talked about that guy, seems pretty reasonable, seems pretty common sense. I would call that guy a JFK Democrat, maybe even a Clinton Democrat. A guy like that's looking at the modern Democratic Party and being like, what the hell is going on here? But there's going to have to be massive upheaval. Why? Because unlike 1992, the universities are woker than ever. The social media companies are woker than ever. The lamestream media, woker than ever. Hollywood, woker than ever. You see, speaking of Hollywood, you saw what Sharon Stone said about basically how Americans are just uneducated. They're idiots. Out of touch. Not give a shout out to Hall & Oates. But the most out of touch there is what you're talking about with Gavin Newsom, just to kind of put a ribbon on this thing. How when Biden didn't invite Elon Musk to the White House for the EV summit, hello? That's like, hey guys, we're going to have all the best players in all of sports show up today. You don't invite Patrick Mahomes. You don't invite Messi. You don't invite Luka. You don't invite LeBron. Ohtani, sorry, your invite got sent to Japan. My bad. Aaron Judge. How do you leave Elon Musk out of anything that has to do with EV?
It's double down. But by the way, you
do
just
it
made
intentionally.
You have a point. A Ross Perot type of person has to come out. A Ross Perot, but my concern is they've lost them all.
Well, they got Mark Cuban.
They've lost, and Mark Cuban's not the guy. He showed he's not.
Sexist comments.
What's the
not
word?
good.
There's a word that he's missing something.
There's a word?
It's not the it. He has the it. He's missing something. He's missing the
common sense.
No, he's missing
The non-lesbian glasses.
No, you know what it is? He's missing the energy you give of people liking you. I just don't think he's
the
likable.
charisma.
No, he's
Likability factor.
You know what he is? He wants to talk to you and make you feel dumb. And Ted Cruz does that. He's got a little bit of Ted Cruz on the left.
Oh, you're talking about this community?
Yeah, he's a little bit of that
He doesn't
community.
have the gravitas, and he thinks he's a.
No, but he
Gravitas, Vinny. Wow.
He just really thinks he's better than you and smarter than you. And there's nothing wrong. Like Michael believed that. Elon believes that. Trump definitely believes that. But their way of believing that matches their personality, that it comes across still in a way that's attractive. I think it's something he can never do anything about. It's his DNA personality. It's not attractive. It's not attractive.
Can I tell you what it is?
What's that?
Valuetainment. If we were just value, I don't think we would have the same gravitas, Vinny.
Thank you.
Okay, in the ecosystem right here. And you know this as a comedian, and Tom, you're one of the funniest guys ever. We get it. The power of making somebody laugh, the power of communicating somebody like, this guy's pretty cool. You ever see somebody, they're smart, they're on point, they're sharp, but they don't got the vibe, they don't got the charisma. You just don't resonate with them. Making somebody
what
laugh.
They call it the Riz, right?
They call it the Riz, baby. You got the Riz.
Listen, man, I've been hanging out with Gen Zs. My kids are teaching me all these weird words.
Listen, you know who got the Riz?
Who?
Dilly Boy.
Dilly Boy got the Riz.
And you know who's developing the Riz?
He is as well.
Tico.
Yeah, but he's a dangerous
But you
Riz.
know what I'm saying? Tico didn't have the Riz a couple years ago.
Listen, I will tell you the dynamic of speaking to an audience where all of it is there, where people, a part of it is we're just regular people, a part of it is moral authority, a part of it is humor, a part of it is curiosity, a part of it is certain values and principles that you're not willing to compromise. And the audience says, well, I relate to that. Oh, great. We ran the poll. What percentage of you guys think the word deer is offensive? 9% said it's offensive.
Yeah, it's
Nine.
Yeah, no, really, 9% said it's offensive. But you know what's impressive? To the 9%.
Sorry, dear. Merry Christmas.
Dear 9%. Today is Thursday. It's Thanksgiving. Tomorrow is Black Friday. And the reason why they call it Black Friday is because that is the first day that a lot of the retailers go into profit mode. So whatever else they make the rest of the year, hey, the name is Black Friday. Let me tell you what my code's been every year for Black Friday. Many, many years ago, it was about lining up outside of Walmart or Best Buy or Costco. I'm going to get the big TV for 50% discount. Nowadays, it's Amazon and all this other stuff. And you splurge and you splurge and you splurge, and nothing about you improved, and it's the same old, same old. Here's what we're doing for Black Friday, folks. First of all, we have a massive Black Friday sale that's going to be 50% off. There's a whole setup, 50% off hats, shirts. We have this notebook here, the Valuetainment notebook, that's got the multiple different charts that we use at the Vault Conference. For some of you guys that are business owners, this is a perfect notebook for you, 50% discount. Shirts, gears, you'll see all these things, wallets, Angry Patriot stickers, even the SLS leadership event that if you attended it, it's $5,000 a ticket to $30,000 held at Mar-a-Lago. The recording is selling for $1,000. Today's discount of $497. If you go all the way to the top, Rob, we have a bundle with all the different courses combined together. It's a price point of $12,688 when you buy it independently for the entire weekend. Whether you want to improve your sales or how to be a better public speaker, how to create content that goes viral, how to have strategies to scale your business, the Vault recording, the advanced business strategy, business planning workshop, all of it that people, if they wanted to buy a ticket, they could spend $20,000, $30,000 for the ticket. Exclusive recording. This is going to be around 30 hours of recording for $997 only. Again, represent the brands you believe in. Take advantage of the brands that you want to support. I'm going around right now seeing Valuetainment gear all over the place. Future Looks Bright, USA, Angry Patriot, everywhere, which is phenomenal to see. If you got big plans for 2025, find a way to recreate yourself. And if you represent PBD Podcast, Valuetainment, how we process issues, what we do here, we're giving a 50% discount on items purely this weekend. And by the way, I'm telling you this, anybody that places an order over $500, you're probably going to get a FaceTime call from me. So me, Adam, Vinny, we may do a surprise FaceTime call tonight during Thanksgiving and talk to you and have a conversation with you, but the order needs to be $500 or more. You'll get some surprise FaceTime calls from us. Having said that, go to vtmerch.com, place the order before these things sell out, because they will this weekend. If you enjoyed this video, you want to watch more videos like this, click here. And if you want to watch the entire podcast, click here.